Leo, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for April. So welcome. We have Seeing Beyond as your strength. So a lot of intuitive connection here. And for me, anytime I get this card, I feel like it's a high priestess kind of energy. So you could certainly be connecting with a Pisces. The challenge here is the fox spirit. So there's a little bit of trickery coming in, and it could simply be intuition versus mind here that you're struggling with in April, because it says think on your feet. And sometimes this fox spirit, I tend to relate it to Mercury, which is the trickster energy, right? So like if we kind of tend to have a trickster energy show up when there's something we're not paying attention to, right? At least astrologically speaking. So it could be this interesting battle here between your intuition and your logic this month, which is interesting. We're going to see how that plays out. Potential outcome, we have peace. So wonderful. It looks like this will be something you will be able to kind of get aligned with, aligning that head and heart to come into a detachment, a relaxation, a peace within about something. So lovely. Let's get some tarot here and see if we can get some more details. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. You can share this with another Leo if you feel like it might apply for them. If it's not your reading, be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, as there may be messages there for you. All right, let's look at it, Leo. We have it's called the Messenger of Earth, but this is the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords. We've got 3 threes, 2 twos. Interesting. Okay. I actually feel like there's a lot of healing and expansion coming in here. I also feel like it's going to be very perspective based. So if, for example, you come into a situation and you decide to look at all the negatives, you're going to struggle with this peace aspect of the month. If you come into a situation, even if you know what the negatives are, but you focus on the positive, I do feel like you'll have this peace come to fruition here. All right, so in the strength, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So there's resources here, there's wisdom here, there's intellect, there's also we're talking here overall challenge and strength. It's this decision of reconciliation. It's this decision regarding commitment, a higher commitment between you and someone else. So depending on, it's like taking things to the next level, right? So whatever level of commitment you're in, it would be the next level. If you're not in a commitment at all, it could just be deciding whether or not to date someone that shows up here, right? I do feel like you have a strong psychic connection with whoever this is. I also feel like you have a very intellectual connection with this person, so you're able to stimulate one another intellectually through conversation, that sort of thing. For a lot of you, this is potentially someone from the past, someone here that you had a long-term connection with. That's not going to apply to everyone, so just take it as it resonates. But the center card here in your situation is this choice. Do we work on this? Do I walk away, right? But I actually feel like you and this person, no matter what the decision is, I actually feel like it's coming into a place of healing here. And I actually feel like the choice will end up being about the healing aspect. So if you were to feel like by the end of April that being with this person does more harm than good, then perhaps your choice is you do not reconcile or you do not come together with this person. If you can see that there's expansion potential, I feel like that's the way you might go. So we've got some options here. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Tower, the 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Strength. So there you are, Leo. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Interesting. So we definitely have a pair here with the Queen of Swords. And then we have 3 queens showing up here. So you could certainly be dealing with multiple options, but I actually feel like you're likely engaging with the different aspects of the same person. So I feel like you've been approached. I feel like you're in an independent energy at this time. I don't feel like this is a couples reading, is what I'm trying to say here. We will clarify and see what else comes through. But I actually feel like there could even be an apology here, or some sort of communication between you and this person that's more gentle in nature, more open-hearted here. And I actually feel like there's a lot of potential in this connection for stability and long-term growth. So let's look at it. Let's clarify. What are we seeing beyond here? So this is strength. So paying attention to that intuition this month is going to be very helpful for you. We do have a lot going on in the Pisces area of everyone's chart because Neptune and Jupiter are coming together in April in a big conjunction. So there could be an increase in psychic connection, intuitive understanding, third eye activation kind of thing. With the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, I actually feel like there's some clarity showing up here for you about this person. So let's see what we get. Why the Knight of Pentacles? What'd I say? Past person. Judgment. I mean, this can simply be you having to make a decision about whether or not to accept this pentacle. And the Death card. Yeah, I feel like this is a connection that has ended in the past and you're now sitting in this independent 9 of Pentacles energy. There has been a death rebirth cycle in this connection. And I mean, it's clearly showing up here. Death card, which of course is an ending, and then Judgment, where Gabriel is calling these souls up to their judgment. So they're being reborn in a way here. So I feel like there's this topic at hand of coming together. With the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So for me, Leo, this is your energy. You can see she's got the two lions behind her on the throne. She's also got this black feline here. So there's definitely this Leo energy showing up. It could be that you have and again, with all these queens as well, I feel like you're dealing with an Empress energy. We have, where did I see them all? Am I crazy? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, it's further back than that. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and now the Queen of Wands. So even though I feel like, Leo, this is your energy, I also feel like either you are a divine feminine here, or you're dealing with a divine feminine. I actually feel like there's a strong attraction between you and this person. And again, there's this kind of loving energy showing up between you. Like a gentleness somehow. And perhaps that's not been your experience with this person in the past. Because there's something about it, the way it's showing up and how it feels is like, I just feel like you're both trying to be gentle. Not like overly cautious, not like being like gentle because there could be a repercussion if you're not. I just feel like there's a different perspective here after this death rebirth. I want to say for some of you, there could also be a lot of romantic encounters or even dreams, like romantic dreams about this person. Could get a little sexy as well. With the King of Swords, we have the Page of Swords. So I definitely feel like someone here is seeking clarity about what move to make. We're getting that Two of Wands again. It's this crossroads energy. We go left or we go right. We reconcile or we move on, right? And this is showing up in your outcome as well. So let's look at the challenging aspect of this, however, because we have this Fox Spirit. Now you could be dealing with someone that's a little trickster, a little sneaky. This can also be, like I said, your Mercury, your mind, your communication. It could be that you're much more connected intuitively than mentally at this time with this person. Let's see. Hierophant. For those of you that are curious, we've got a lot of Scorpio here. Leo, of course. Some Aquarius, some Capricorn, Taurus. It could really be any sign because we have seen all of the queens from all the suits, right? And again, that Pisces influence. With the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, this offer of commitment, taking this to the next level. And the King of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you might not be trusting your intuition here. It could be, it's like your mind wants to rebel against what your intuition is saying. I feel like intuitively you want to come together with this person. You want things to be more loving and connect on a deeper level, right? But it could very well be that the mental body is struggling here. With the Two of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups. So there could still definitely be some pain here from the past. And the Fool. So yeah, it's this choice of, do we give this a new go, or am I going to keep focusing on what didn't work out, right? Three of Cups. We have the Hermit. The King of Overthinking, specifically with the Fox being in the challenge position. So this reconciliation, it could be and Temperance. So it could be that it's almost like it's asking us to think on our feet, right? Which usually to me would mean like quick decisions. You know, the fox moves swiftly, right? And it could actually feel like the urge here is to think this to death. To think about it for so long that we actually don't make a move. Because we're talking about the Knight of Pentacles here when it comes to maybe taking this connection to the next level, right? Which is the slowest knight in the deck. So even if, I'm just pointing this out here, even if you decide you want to do that, it's going to be a slow, careful process. So it's not this energy of running away to Vegas together tomorrow to take it to the next level. It's this very gentle approach to moving things up a notch, right? But with Temperance and the Hermit, if you overthink this, which is going to be the temptation here because the struggle here is to trust that intuition. But your intuition here is your strength. So be aware of that. Like, this is why I do tarot readings. So we're aware of what's coming up, so we know how to best handle it when it shows up, right? So if you know coming into April that your intuition is going to be screaming for you to do something about this, and you also know that you're mentally going to want to think, and slow it down, you know, you can be aware of that tendency, that desire to fall into that habit or that energy, right? It looks to me like for some of you, the reason you're thinking it to death is, you know, there was a painful ending that happened here. There's pain associated with it. However, it could very well be that the reason you're tempted to overthink it is because you want things to move slowly. And if that's the case, again, be reassured that this isn't going to be a fast reconciliation here, because I actually feel like both of you are trying to approach this very practically and carefully, gently, right? So, all right, potential outcome, we have peace. It's a number 23, and the first thing, and we have 3, 2, 3. So 2s and 3s are clearly showing up strongly in your reading, so you can definitely check out some of the meaning behind those synchronicities, right? But the first thing I'm noticing, 23 added together is a 5. So the challenge here is that there's something about this connection that you know you don't want to happen. So 5s are typically conflict or a challenge or something that, like something for you to overcome, right? And so I actually feel that by getting to accomplish this peace, what has to happen is you have to, it could even be talk about the things that you know you don't want, right? Just so that's out there, so it's out of the mind instead of swirling through the mind. Because again, I feel like once you've clearly discussed what you don't want to happen, then you can refocus on the positive things and it not be a focus on the negative, right? Like, we need to acknowledge it, but not give it all of our energy. So let's look and clarify this outcome. 3 of Wands, so this is expansive energy. This is moving out of the crossroads, making a decision, and taking the next steps, right? And you can see in this depiction of the 3 of Wands, she's sort of like setting sail in this little shell boat. There's a compass, she's got her wands, her candles to light the way. And so there is definitely movement. There's, you could think of it as travel. Now, for some of you, you might be doing some traveling, but it's just movement forward, right? With the Three of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah. And the Sun. So I do feel like things here can move in a very positive direction. I actually feel like the Ten of Wands here, the burden here, is recognizing what the real burden is. It doesn't, to me, feel to be the connection between the two of you. That feels very strong. It feels to me like the burden here is this pain and regret of the past, what was lost, right? So it could just be this need to acknowledge that, have that be a topic of conversation so that it can kind of come up and out. With the Two of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. It actually looks to me like there's going to be the choice to take this to a higher commitment, to create stability in this connection. And I do feel like there'll be a lot of communication about that this month. With the Three of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I actually feel like, I want to get one more there. Yeah, I actually feel like you both come to find that, because I'm really noticing, yeah, we have the Three of Swords, right? Which can sometimes be a third party. In this situation, I don't feel that at all. I actually feel like this is the pain, the mental strife that the two of you have been through together. But look at the pair here. It actually feels like this is, I feel like Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you both come to the conclusion that this is absolutely worth your effort and worth your dedication. And I feel like you also acknowledge that you both have what it takes to take this to a positive and expansive place here. So, and I do feel like the peace that shows up is because you come to that conclusion. You come to the conclusion that you can lay down the burdens of the past, and you also come to the conclusion that the benefit far outweighs the risk is really what I feel here. You both have the resources to come at this differently, to come at this how you want it done, not in the ways you definitely know you don't want to experience again, right? I actually really like this, because it's almost, I do feel like you're really in step with this person. It feels to me like the person you're dealing with here is actually quite decisive already. They already know that they want this to go to another level. There's a lot of love here. There's also a lot of intuition here with your person. I feel like, in Leo, this is your reading. So I do feel like it's you that kind of has to go through the motions here of slowing things down, but being mindful that you're not doing it just to avoid the situation, right? Like, don't slow it down by overthinking it. Slow it down by saying, I want to take it really slow, right? And being an active participant and making sure that that happens. But it looks like it really shifts in a good direction. A decision gets made, a decision gets communicated, and I actually feel like you saw at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of potential here. 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles, stability, and growth potential. So I like that. And that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope that was helpful. I hope that helps to guide some of what might show up for you in the month of April. And I will see you next week with our weekly readings. Bye.